What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to give you guys a little video on microphone adjustment on the PS5. So I wanted to go over a few tips and tricks that you can use to get your volume and your microphone sensitivity up a little bit and actually make it so they can hear you clear and you're not coming out real faint in the background. So without further ado, let's get into a couple tricks you can do to raise the microphone sensitivity and the volume so your audience can hear you better. All right, so I'm going to first things first, I'm going to go to the settings and I'm going to go into the sound. And what you want to do is you want to make sure your input device is the correct one that you want to speak through, whether it's your headset, a secondary USB mic, or whatever else you might have that you're going to get your audio volume through. So, second, and I will give you a warning right now, I might get a little bit of an echo going with this, but I'm going to show you how to adjust your microphone level. Okay, see, there's the echo. What you want to do here is you want to turn the input volume on your microphone up so it'll hear you, so everybody in your recording or on your broadcast will hear you a little bit clearer. So if it kind of sounds like you're coming through like this, like you're way back here, what you're going to want to do is you turn your microphone input level a little bit. Now you'll be able to hear my voice getting a little bit louder as I turn the input up. So that's how that sounds. So you can adjust your microphone level up. That's one good way to make sure you're coming through a lot clearer and everybody can hear you, whether it's in your party chat or it's in your recording or whatever you're trying to get across a little bit better. Okay, the next thing, and now as silly as this might sound, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually take a look at your headset. Now, most headsets will have volume buttons on the back or little dial adjustments on the actual headphones themselves. Sometimes it's actual game volume coming through the headset, sometimes it's microphone sensitivity, and some even have a dial where you can go between game volume, like the actual game you're playing, and headset chat volume. So you're going to want to make sure that your sensitivity on your headset is actually turned up. As silly as that might sound, you'd be surprised. I've had a couple of headsets that you just kind of rub wrong and you wouldn't even think about checking and making sure they sound better. So go ahead, give that a check, make sure that that is all tuned up and ready to go. Here's another option that you can do, and I'm going to use the Elder Scrolls Online as just a game to show you what you can do. So I'll probably edit this part out a little bit, so I'm going to jump to the end game. Okay guys, so I'm using Elder Scrolls Online as a game to demonstrate this, and certain settings you can change in-game to actually make your microphone sound a little bit clearer and a little bit louder. Now, if you go into your options menu, and every game has an options menu, and you go into the audio part of it, you can actually adjust the master volume of a game. And sometimes you'll have it really, really loud, and in the background it'll be overwhelming the microphone that you're trying to speak through. So if you turn that down a little bit, it will actually make your microphone come through a little bit clearer and a little bit louder, and it'll be easier for you to be understood on what you're trying to get across. You also need to remember that when you do this, if you're streaming or if you are recording, that your actual game volume is going to be a little bit quieter though. So when you're not talking, the actual game volume is going to be a little bit quieter. It'll be quieter while you are talking, but they'll be listening to you instead of trying to listen to the game. So just keep that in mind when you're streaming and recording, that if you turn the master volume of the game down, the entire volume of the background is going to be quieter. So that's not essentially going to make the mic louder, it's just going to make everything a little bit quieter. And that might also be a problem that you're dealing with. So that would be one thing to choose to look into. Or, and this is my personal suggestion, is that if you have a PS5, you should really look into getting a new or a used USB microphone. Right now, I'm talking to you on an Elgato Wave 3 that is currently connected to my PC, and that's why you're hearing this audio like you are. But when we went back into the settings, and I'll show you here, when you go into the settings, you'll actually see that I have a blue snowball microphone that I'm using as my PS5 microphone. And it's not the best microphone in the world, and I believe it was around 50 or 60 bucks brand new, so you could probably find one used at a halfway decent price, like on eBay or even on, a marketplace, I would highly suggest grabbing one of these up if you can find one for cheap. It's going to be worth every penny, and it's going to be a beautiful thing because you can mute the microphone and talk through an external mic if you need to. You could even hook up to the PC if you need to, and you also can avoid the whole echo coming from a headset microphone that you sometimes get. So if you get a PS5 external microphone, it helps out a ton, and you will never hear an echo or anything coming from your Elgato or whatever game capture device you use on your PC. It helps out a ton, guys. Trust me. It'll be a good $30 if you spend 30 bucks. I bet you can get one on eBay for cheap right now, but I'm going to leave that as it is, and I just want to say thank you for watching my videos and checking me out, guys. If there's any other questions, if I didn't touch anything, or if you're still having problems, go ahead and drop down in the comments below. I hang out there all the time, and I would love to answer any questions you might have. So go ahead and drop down there if I didn't figure out your problem. As always, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.